Okay, so translations, unit 7-3. So translation is a transformation. It's one of the transformations. There's 4 of them, and we've already talked about one. We talked about dilations, and remember, that's when a figure changes size. So it either gets larger or it gets smaller. So this one, translations, think about that SL, slide. That's literally just when you're sliding a figure, okay? Sliding a figure across the coordinate plane. So when a figure is translated, each point is moved the same distance and in the same direction. The translated figure is congruent. Remember, that means same size, same shape to the original figure and has the same orientation. Remember, that means the direction a shape is facing. Or a figure, I guess I should say. A figure is facing. So the X value moves to the right or the left. So if you have your coordinate plane, you have your x-axis, that's your horizontal, it goes right or left. If it goes to the right, we've got positive. If it goes to the left, we've got negative numbers. And then you have your y value. It's either going to go up and be positive numbers, down and be negative numbers. And your x always comes before the y in your ordered pair. So this first example, draw the image of the quadrilateral ABC after a translation of 2 units to the right. So that's talking about our x value, and 3 units up. So that's talking about your y value. So to determine the corresponding point for vertex A, start at A, move 2 units to the right along the horizontal grid line, and then move 3 units along the vertical grid line. Draw a point, label it A prime. That's what that means, that little hash mark by each letter. Repeat for each vertex. So if I look at A, this is my original A. This is also called your pre-image, or old. That's your old image. So start at one point at a time. So we can start with A, and I can move 1, 2 spaces to the right, and 1, 2, 3 up. So 2 to the right, 3 up. And that's going to be my A prime. And I'm going to do the same thing for B. I start at B here, go 1, 2 to the right, 1, 2, 3 up, and I'm going to label it B with that little apostrophe. That means B prime. So then C, same thing. Let's go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So C prime, D, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then when you're done, connect all those dots. Probably, hopefully better than I did. And you should have the same image, the same or similar, unless you're me and you can't draw a straight line. Okay, so this is your image. This is your new image. Okay, and that's it. You can see it just slid its way up and to the right. So another thing that you'll see a lot is called the algebraic representation, or a lot of times you'll see it called the rule. And it's just kind of like a formula for how you moved your shape. So we started with generic x and y values, and we transformed it. And so our x value, since we either went right or left, positive or negative, we change our x value. So in this case, we went to the right. So those are our positive numbers. And we went to the right 2 spaces. So I'm going to say x plus 2. Okay? And then for our y, we either had to go up or down, depending if it was positive or negative. We went up 3. Those are my positive numbers, so I'm going to write it y plus 3. So that's what it means when it says the rule. You'll see this a lot of times in multiple choice, on the STAR test. And this is the only transformation that looks like this, that has addition and subtraction here. Okay, so it'll be pretty easy to point out. So on our exercises, 5 units to the right, that's our x value, and 4 units down, that's our y value. So first we're gonna do, let's do the rule first, and then we'll go ahead and we'll translate our figure. So x, it went 5 units to the right. Remember, those are our positive numbers, so we can put x plus 5 since those are positive. 4 units down. So if we go down on our y-axis, that's subtracting. Ooh, almost put 5. So we went down 4, so we can write it y minus 4. So then if we were going to plot those points, we can start at S. And we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to do these dots. I'm just doing them so you can kind of see the path that I'm taking. T, same thing. I'm going to go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's T prime. R, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. And that's my R prime. This little hash mark. Connect the dots. Ooh, okay. There you go. Same image, just translated. Okay, the next one, 3 units to the left. That's my x value. 2 units up. That's my y value. I'm going to do the rule first. And I had my x and y. That's what I started with. It transformed. My x, since it went to the left, those are your negative numbers. So minus 3. Y says it went up. So those are my positive numbers. So plus 2. And again, you can go point by point, moving your figure. So starting at G, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and up 2. So that's G with a cute little hash mark, prime. F, 1, 2, 3, and up 2. Hello. That's new. F, F prime. And H, 1, 2, 3, and up 2. So that's H prime. Connect them all at the end. And there you go. You did it. On number 3, triangle TRI with vertices 2, 1, 0, 3, and negative 1, 1. So we kind of have to make our own coordinate plane here. So there's my y-axis. Here's my x-axis, and they want us to translate it 2 to the left and 3 down. So my first point, T at 2, 1. This is my original. R is at 0, 3. And I is at negative 1, 1. That's hard to see. Okay. Okay, so my rule, start with, let's see, x and y. And I transform it. So my x, I went to the left. So that means those are my negative numbers. So that's going to be minus 2. Y went down. Those are my negative numbers. So y minus 3. There's your rule. So then we can translate it. We can start at one point at a time. I'll start with R. So I can go to the left 2 spaces and down 1, 2, 3 spaces. So that's going to be R prime. T to the left 2 spaces and down 3 spaces. It's T prime, and the last one I to the left 1, 2, and down 1, 2, 3. And you're done. Last one, number 4. Let's go ahead and make our own grid here. Okay, so I've got y, this is my x. So quad with vertices at 3, 2. So 1, 2, 3, up 2. So that's Q. U is at 3, 0. And that's U. A is at 6, 0. Ugh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Darn it. Well, you know what? We'll just make our own. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be A. And then D is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Luckily, we're moving this thing to the left, I think. Okay, and it's translated 3 units to the left. That's my X value. And then 1 unit down, that's my Y value. Thank goodness. Okay, so my rule. So we start with regular X and Y, and what happens to our X? It goes left. So those are our negative numbers, and it went to the left 3 spaces, so X minus 3. And Y, it went down. Those are my negative numbers on the Y axis, so Y minus 1. Okay, and then we can, let's connect these dots. We have a square or a rectangle, and then we can move these guys. So I'm going to start with Q, and I'm moving to the left 1, 2, 3, down 1. That's my new Q, so Q prime. D, move to the left 1, 2, 3, down 1. That's my new D. Same thing with U. 1, 2, 3, down 1. U prime, move your A, 1, 2, 3, and down 1. A prime. Ooh. Alrighty. And that's it for the notes. The first page of your homework, draw the image of the figure after the indicated translation. So just like we did on our notes, you're just drawing it. You're just moving it like we did. And 5 and 6, same thing like we did on our notes. Just make sure you do your rule. So what's happening to X and Y. And that's it.